Pollard to begin the drive. There's some space here. And they do finally get him at the 12. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Tannehill. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. The slot man in motion right. To throw again on second down. Tannehill. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They go play action with Willis. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
19 Tiger.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Tannehill. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down, off goes Tannehill. On comes Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Play action, Willis. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Trap 50, trap 50. 19 right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Tannehill on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Pollard going to try the right side. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Jones has it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right. One of the last things this offensive quarterback has to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Oh, what the fuck?
The field, he finds Phillips. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
1st and 10, Willis. This is Phillips yet again. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
What you mean sick like what?
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Willis to throw once more. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Come on, man. I say
he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
60 Bison.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
From the 22, Willis. Sideline.
Bro, why you stop? You was with him the whole time.
Excellent pickup of 20 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
And he will take this one.
This shit, yeah.
Taking it in from 2 yards
This
out.
shit, yeah.
And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after by Lambeau. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Come on, man. How the hell you expect me to do?
And taken successfully.
Can't win like this, dude. You can't win games like this, bro. With bullshit like this. You just can't, bro. Just can't.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
Oh my God, bro, what the fuck is that?
And the Titans are going to take over once again.
Bro, this shit crazy.
They're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something.
What the fuck is that, bro?
Their side of the ledger.
Why you give you a chance to...
Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Left wing 19.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 right. Warriors 70.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Buffalo 18.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
Bro, what the fuck, bro? What the hell my linebacker is doing?
A little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. It may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Oh,
and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line.
Fucking tight end, bro. You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. So they accept the
Man,
penalty
you gotta
first
be
and push
kidding
the
me,
offense
bro.
backwards a bit. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Willis now off play action. Toward the sideline.
Bro, where's my cornerback, bro? This nigga is nowhere to be found, bro. Like, at all. How the hell he keep getting out of position, bro?
This offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Come
and he's going to be
on,
brought
bro.
down at about the 16.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Shotgun snap to Willis. Hard throw, incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Damn,
From
bro.
a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered,
We
not a
keep
bad
getting
job on the
like-
defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time this far. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
How everybody changing direction just so quick on you, bro.
It's just their first.
This man is in the whole block.
Here in this 3rd quarter.
Oh my god.
Extra point tacked on by Lyon. The lead is now 17-3.
Man getting blocked like the world. Get out the block. Change direction.
Another shot at it
Man,
now as this one's in the air.
this shit. I'm
And
tired
no
of this shit.
return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Tired of this shit. This shit is not real fucking football, bro. Shit is ridiculous, dog. This shit is just ridiculous.
The Dolphins
I
at
was
the
seeing
line
that
ready
shit
for their
like
next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
the
coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if I would keep having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's Hill, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4.
The line with that keep getting beat.
We've seen him have success earlier on with the ball.
They had that keep getting beat.
How he keep getting beat? Kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Again, Tannehill. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring out the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They snap it to Tannehill.
Bro, get the fuck out. Oh, my.
And they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score
this shit ridiculous, bro. It's always not fucking play this bullshit, bro. God damn, bro. This nigga wide open.
Take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to the ground, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Thank you,
and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
Tyreek Hill getting pressed at the line. Get the fuck out of here.
In the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps. And
I tell you, I just seen it all.
Wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Bro, what the fuck, bro? How you keep over? Man, come on, bro. Take this down here.
But maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tannehill. He's going to... And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans.
Oh,
and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Come back team, 70 Timberwolves. Back to 60.
Willis now off of play action. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
Come on,
and he's
bro.
just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action, Willis. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Off play action, Tannehill. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He is going to find Hill here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first down, Tannehill. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Tannehill throwing again. Open man left side is the tight end long. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. Your tackle, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
This man is out of position every time, and y'all letting him intercept the ball, bro. Like, why? Like, why y'all keep doing this shit, bro? Y'all and this man out of position every fucking time, bro. And y'all just keep doing this shit, bro. Keep giving the man the shit, bro. Man out of position every fucking time, bro. Y'all just keep letting the man intercept the ball, bro. Fucking linebacker. Y'all got this nigga intercepting the ball like he a fucking DB or something.
3 interceptions thus far.
Gotta figure now.
Shit fucking pissing me the fuck off, boy.
Keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now.
Shit just got me pissing, bro. Niggas not catching the ball. These regular ass, normal ass fucking DBs just stopping my fucking receivers. Like, come on, bro. They're just too much, bro. Right. Ain't no way that nigga moving around like that, bro.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Ain't no way, bro.
Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Mustang 19.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And Here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Willis looking to pass it. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Willis to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Cowboy 80.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, he fucking...
Gets it away, a directional kick.
Damn, he blocked me at the last minute, man.
This will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing Tannehill.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Now Tannehill.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Tannehill to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Desperation time for Tannehill on fourth down. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Throwing, Willis.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Willis. He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible.
Come on, bro. How y'all keep letting this shit happen, bro? How the fuck this nigga keep... Bro, how the fuck this nigga keep getting open, bro? Like, ain't no fucking way this nigga keep fucking getting open this time, Damn, they just let this fat ass nigga keep getting open, man. Damn.
Been expecting something a little more conservative.
Yeah, they've got to shore things up in a big way because they make any more mistakes like that and won't let them drive it off.
Hell, man. They keep getting open.
Tough spot to answer if they want to extend their season.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Come on, man. I hit the man, bro.
Pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense hold up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Yeah,
Charles,
I
that
ain't
touchdown
fucking
alone doesn't
crazy.
win the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed anytime possession, getting that score is vital. The pressure's now on their opponent. And their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, and I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now. But in a small way, those defenders are also kind of happy for the rule change. Because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we know they need a touchdown here to keep their season going, and on that play, wasting no time to try to push that ball downfield, partner.
Yeah, and even though the season's hanging in the balance on this drive, I don't know what you see, but I don't see any fear in the eyes of this offense. They're dialing up big plays, risky throws. They'll do whatever it takes to match touchdown for touchdown. And in this moment, they need to play the best they have all season, and they certainly appear to be ready to rise to the occasion.
Well, this is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Now toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. Second possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown. And now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone. Kick the extra point, take the tie, and send this game to sudden death. Or go for 2 and let it come down to one last 2-point try.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry?
It's touchdown, Dolphins!
Well, CD, they had the overtime answer. Now the question, do they tie it or go for the win?
Well, the teams already knew. The best teams, they made up their minds before they got to the end zone, whether they were going to go for 2 or go for the tie.
Tannehill looking to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it.
Picked up by Caleb Farley.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point